What is going on, everybody? It is Alex from Everything for iPod, and today I have an unboxing of the brand new late 2013 Mac Pro. The new Mac Pro has been really hard to find. It's pretty much sold out everywhere, including Apple's website, and if you order it from Apple, it is not shipping until February. I was able to hunt one down and get one so I can make some awesome content for you guys, but before we get to that content, let's start off with a simple unboxing and quick look of the new Mac Pro. The model I was able to find was the quad-core base model, the cheapest of all the new Mac Pros, but still not cheap at all, coming in at $3,000. This machine has a 3.7 GHz quad-core Intel Xenon E5 processor with 10 MB of L3 cache, 12 gigs of 1866 MHz memory. Inside of this machine, there is also two AMD FirePro D300 graphics cards, each having 2 GB of video memory, totaling 4 GB of video memory inside this machine, and there's also 256 gigs of flash storage. Now that we've gotten all the specs out of the way, we can tear through the seal on the outside of the box and then lift the lid off and take a look at what's inside. Hidden inside the lid of the box is the information booklet with all of our manuals and everything like that, so let's take a look at that first and then get to the more interesting stuff. Right on top, we can see full speed ahead, really emphasizing the power of this machine and really everything you can do with it. And when you open that up, you can see it shows you exactly how to take the cover off of the Mac Pro, get your hands dirty, work around with some of the parts, and experiment what this machine can do. Directly under that is the more information booklet, kind of going over some of the warranty information. Really, everyone that's going to be using this computer isn't going to need that. And then under that, we have two black Apple stickers, and the only time you're going to get them is when buying the Mac Pro. Wedged in between the box and the Mac Pro is a little piece of styrofoam that I needed to remove, but once I got that out, I was free to lift the Mac Pro right out of the box. And then lastly, at the very bottom is the power cable, so there is no mouse, keyboard, or monitor included with the Mac Pro. You need to supply all that yourself. The first impression I got after pulling the Mac Pro out of the box is that it feels very solid and very high quality. It's a little heavier than I thought it would be, but that's not a bad thing at all. But let's go ahead and take the plastic off it so we can take a closer look. After I took the plastic off, I realized that this isn't as black as I thought it would be. After looking at images on Apple's website and after watching the keynote where they first announced this new Mac Pro, I thought it was going to be a very glossy black finish. But it's actually a very dark gray metallic finish and almost like a silver, and it's not going to pick up as many fingerprints or scratches as I originally thought it would. Plus, it's aluminum, so it's not going to pick up scratches like plastic would. Here's a look at the bottom of the Mac Pro, and as you can see, going all around the outside, there are plenty of intake vents for the fan and thermal core, and if you look closely under where it says Mac Pro, you can see it says designed by Apple in California, as usual, but the Mac Pro is also assembled in the USA. Moving to the back, if there can even be a back to a cylinder, you can see all the different ports and connections on the Mac Pro. We have our headphone and speaker ports up top, as well as 4 USB 3.0 ports, 6 Thunderbolt ports, 2 Ethernet ports, an HDMI port, a power button, as well as the power connector, and then up on the left is the switch to unlock the shell of the Mac Pro. Now that that switch is in the unlocked position, I might as well pull the outside layer of the Mac Pro off so we can see the internals. Moving around the system, as you can see directly next to all the ports and connectors are 2 RAM slots. Next to that is one of the D300 graphics cards. The other one is right next to that, and that little black bar you see on the outside is the flash storage. Next to that is 2 more RAM slots, and then we are back to the ports and connectors, and everything else such as the cooling system, the logic board, and the CPU are inside of the cylinder itself. As much as this thing may look like a trash can, it truly is a work of art, and I've got to give Apple props for the way they laid everything out inside of this tiny Mac Pro while still allowing everything inside to be easily upgradable. To give you a little size comparison, here is the Mac Pro next to my 27-inch iMac, and it's not even half the size of the iMac. For one more size comparison, here is the Mac Pro next to my Hackintosh, which I built on my channel a while ago. I put it in a new case. This is the Corsair 650D case. It's a very nice case, but very similar in size to the old Mac Pro, and as you can see, this thing is just tiny compared to that giant tower computer. I took my iMac off of my desk and took everything else off with it, including the speakers, the keyboard, the trackpad, literally everything. And I replaced it with my old 24-inch LED cinema display from Apple. They don't make this anymore, but the equivalent would be the Thunderbolt display. It's a really nice display. I really like it. There's no problem with it, even though it's a little bit outdated. But I'm going to hook that up to the Mac Pro, hook up the power connector, plug in my mouse, plug in a USB keyboard, and get started using this new setup. That is it for the unboxing. I'm going to play around with the new Mac Pro a little bit, learn exactly how the computer works, and learn the ins and outs of it. In the meantime, let me know down in the comments below what kind of content you would like to see relating to the new Mac Pro. I know a lot of you guys are eager to see some videos relating to it. It's a beast of a computer, and you really should be interested in it. So let me know what you would like to see down in the comments. I'll try to take as many suggestions as I can and get a lot of videos out to start off 2014. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future Mac Pro videos. Also, I have a 2014 New Year's giveaway going on my channel where I'll be giving away a Chromecast, a $50 iTunes gift card, and a Charge All USB charger. So definitely check out my channel for that. Thanks, and I'll catch you in my next video.